Welcome, 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 everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I am your host, DBoss, and I'm just reminding everybody, I hope they're doing their 15 minutes of laughing per day because that helps you put out your day. It helps you release all those bad endorphins in your body. It keeps your blood pressure down, hopefully, if you don't have any. But, it helps that. It's so many health benefits for you laughing, and it's 15 minutes minimum. If you can go longer than that, that's great. Keeps your abs toned. How you start your day is how it's going to be all day. So that's what I believe in. And a lot of people have been giving me a lot of feedback about they're doing that and everything, they're doing the laughing. And don't tell me that you don't have anybody you can laugh with, because you could call somebody, you could just, watch something funny, do something, for a couple of minutes and, a couple of minutes. And then next, yes, your stomach may hurt you from laughing, but that's okay. That's all part of the process. And that's something that's good. So I just want to keep encouraging everybody. And also, I'm going to be coming up with some stuff talking to people the benefits of coconut water and also watermelon. So, stay tuned up for that. There's a lot of health benefits for coconut water and also for watermelon. So we're going to be hearing something from one of our sponsors, Vital Steps to Vital Health. And we'll be right back with our special guest.
Welcome to your vital steps to better health and fitness. I'm Joanne James. Today we're going to talk about the effects of no exercise on the muscles. Many people are spending a lot of time sitting at their desk and not exercising, as well as the internet has taken people out of the exercise realm and into sitting down and playing games on their phones. There's a major detriment to not exercising. When you don't exercise, your muscles become weak, and that impacts your bones. So now you have both weak muscles and weak bones. The other problem is you lose strength, and the daily activities that you like to do become more difficult. So it's important to be doing some form of exercise to keep the muscles toned. And thirdly, your body composition will change. You will end up getting more body fat and less muscle mass, which then tends to be unattractive, and you lose energy and you become more fatigued. So do yourself a favor. Get into a great exercise routine. Find somebody who can put you on a great program. Your body's going to love it. I'm Joanne James, and this has been your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. Take care.
Well, thank you for that health tip, Joanne James, for that. And today, it's all about the fashion and where, everybody in the summer likes to look cute, and it's not all just in the summer, even cute for men and women. And it's not just about that. They like to look good all the time when they go to all their events and all their fancy, even when they go on vacation, even on that special day that they're getting married and all that. So today we're going to talk about fashion and what this person does. He's a fashion consultant and a managing director of CLOTHIER Inc. And with no further ado, I introduce to you CHINEDU Ezemenari.
Hello.
Hi. I got it. I hope I said the name right.
You said it perfectly right.
Oh my God.
almost like someone might have prepped you a little bit.
Okay. Well, I did ask you. This is Real Life Matters. We got to make sure we ask the people the right question.
That's it.
Say their names.
I love it.
All right. So here at Real Life Matters, we like to know people's cultural background and where they come from.
Okay. So I'm born here in Canada, but I'm of Nigerian background, actually. So I was born here in Canada, but I was raised in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what made your specific interest in fashion, and why did you want to, head up and do stuff like that?
Yeah.
What's your interest?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a long story, but to sort of summarize
Okay.
it, I've always been someone who loved to dress well. I didn't really know how to articulate it at a young age, but it was something that was sort of ingrained in me as a young Nigerian boy. Is that you always present yourself well. I went to an all boys school for high school, and we always had to wear like ties and blazers and things like that. And in the beginning of high school, like I hated it. It was almost like it was imposed on me. But I remember I had an incident probably maybe in like the 10th grade or something where, I had to take school photos. And so that day, my dad was like, make sure, get everything right, make sure you're all buttoned up. And I remember that day going to school, and there was a woman who actually let me go in front of her on the bus. And the way she did it, she looked back, she saw this, I could see that she saw how I was dressed, how I was presented. She's like, hey, you go ahead, young man. And at that age, I didn't really know how to articulate it, but I understood that the way you present yourself has an impact on perception, has an impact on almost how you're treated, right? And so later on, when I went to university, I went to York University. Um, I was known as that guy who dressed well, right? And so
Wow.
when I got out of school, I started, working in the corporate world. Again, same thing. Always dress well, always present yourself well, and it always seemed like I just got opportunities. And so fast forward, when I wanted to sort of start something for myself, I said, what is it that I could do that comes natural to me? So I'm like, hey, I should do something in fashion, in clothing, because it's something I've done innately. And so I quickly sort of started to formulate a business plan. It had nothing to do with suits. I was going to do like, sweaters and cardigans and things like that. And then I was invited to a suit fitting for a company that was traveling from the West Coast. They would come to Toronto, they would, do their fittings, and they would leave. So they came
Okay.
to Toronto downtown, and I went, sort of to see kind of what they were doing, not out of anything other than just someone invited me to get a suit. I'm never going to say no when it comes to fashion. Um, so we go to the suit fitting, and I'm like, huh, I see what these guys are doing. And then, it's like three of my friends. I'm the one telling them, hey, no, do this, do this. I'm like arranging stuff for them, almost styling everybody there. And then after the fitting, I went to the guy. I said, hey, have you guys ever thought about setting up in Toronto? Because you guys are traveling every 3 months. I'm a natural sales guy, right? I'm like, you guys have been traveling. You're traveling every 3 months. You're going back and forth. Like, I work in the corporate world. I've got clients who wear suits. I could kind of be your Toronto arm, right? And the guy thought about it. He wasn't one of the owners. He said, you know what? I'll bring it back to the owners. And so he did. And I ended up booking a meeting with one of the owners. And I sort of pitched it to them. I said, look, let me be your Toronto arm. We can sort of run it like almost like real estate, right? You have like Remax or Century 21. They're your back office, but the agent is the business, right? You drive your own
Right.
business, you drive your own marketing. And so at that time, I had CHINEDU Style on Instagram, which, by the way, people can follow. I still have the same handle, CHINEDU
Oh, you
Style.
do? Okay.
Yeah, I do. So I had the CHINEDU Style handle, and I said, hey, I could do this. So it took a little bit of convincing, but they said, you know what, let's try it out. Um, so I trained for a few months. I call it Suit University. I went to learning sort of the ins and outs of fabrics, of measuring. They did their model of business was made to measure, which
Okay.
is a little bit different. We could talk about that later. It's a little bit different, but it was a great starting point for me to understand the suiting world,
Okay.
and trained with them for a bit, and then hit the ground running. I remember my first month, I did like a few thousand in sales, and they were just like, whoa, whoa, where did this come from? Because they thought it was going to be like an experiment. Let's try it out. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh.
All right. So, okay. All right. You weren't kidding. So I worked with that company for about 2 years, and then I launched my own CE Clothier business about 2 years into that. So 2014, 2015, we started the business. So that was the impetus, to kind of start my own, and it's been onwards and upwards since then.
Wow. So a lot of people think it's easy to do the measurements and all that and sewing. I don't think it is. I
No,
don't think
no,
so.
because everyone's different, right? Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Body profiles are different, so you have to take into account a lot of different things. So our measuring profile, like, because we do full custom and bespoke. You've got to take
Okay.
into account some people when they stand, they slouch a little bit. Some people's
Oh,
shoulders are more squared than others, and some people's shoulders are more sloped than others. And
okay.
so all those things have to be taken into account. And after close to 10 years, I have a pretty good handle on that. I definitely wouldn't say it's easy. There's challenges that you have to be mindful of. But you start to learn some of the things that you need to do to ensure that you get the proper fit.
So do you get like the fabrics? Do they
Yeah.
have you get a little bit more stretch in it for people now, or do you just
Everything. So we
okay,
have about 1,000 or more fabric options in stock, and plus I can
okay,
also get fabrics as well. So everything from 100% wool to, let's say, like wool silks on the luxury side. And to your point, we're starting to get into a lot of the sort of lycra spandex mixes that allows for some stretch in the garments. That way it can, it's comfortable to wear.
and if you
And
catch
it
a
allows
bad
you,
one, you can run in it.
you can run in it, right? You don't feel the waves, just take off. No issue.
You
No
know,
issue.
like
Yeah. No, for sure. So it's nice to have the option to have a wide array, a diverse array of fabric options, whether it's linens in the summer or heavy woolens in the winter months.
okay, so when someone comes to you for a suit and they want a
Yeah.
suit, and maybe they see something that they want, but
Yes.
then and then it's your job. Like maybe that suit isn't gonna be will make them look good. Do you
Yeah.
suggest or
Of
listen?
course.
I'm paying for it, and I want that. But if you're not gonna look right,
I mean, there's that element too. There's that element. There's
yeah.
a careful balance between the customer's always right and this is
Hmm.
my fashion brand as well. So if someone comes and says, "Hey, I want like a yellow suit that's going to be, you know, showcased in this way," I say, "Okay, well, what's it for? Is it a particular theme? Is this like?" And so I'll
Okay.
ask some questions and make some suggestions that will take it from sort of an idea that's out here and maybe bring it a little bit more balanced.
Okay.
And oftentimes my clients come to me because they trust my opinion. And, I don't have many of those difficult conversations anymore. But in the beginning,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. People will come and ask for all sorts of things. And I'm not going to say no to the business. I'm trying to grow the business. But I'll just say, yeah, don't tag me on that. I just
Look.
just do it on your own.
Yeah, but and then do you suggest, if somebody wants to look slimmer and stuff
Sure.
like that, do you suggest like different
Yeah.
suits that will,
Yeah.
like okay, you shouldn't wear this one, but maybe
Sure.
you should wear
Yeah. So because we do custom, when they come in for a specific fit, all fabrics look the same, right? As
mhm,
far as the fit is concerned, of course, we'll take into account someone's body profile to ensure that we're putting them in a garment or we're creating the garment that's going to be flattering to their physique. That's
okay.
important. That's very, very important. And so our house aesthetic is a more tailored fit. And so if people want something super tight, we're not going to give them super tight.
Okay.
I always tell people, I said, I know you probably saw an Instagram ad and it's super, super tight. It's nice. It's whatever. That's not the reality of how you wear a garment. There's also functionality that you have to take into
Okay.
consideration when you're talking about your garments. And so I'll make suggestions to make sure that it's a proper fit. And sometimes it's about educating our
Okay.
clients as well.
Yeah. Because I remember a long time ago, people used to get these. I remember I had a jean. It was one of these jean skirts that came out, and it had like a
Yeah.
slit. It was long, and it had a slit to the
Oh yeah.
back. But
Yep. Yep.
everybody bought them. Everybody bought them and didn't know. And then as soon as you had to get on the bus
There you go. There you go. Right.
or get in a car,
Functionality.
you couldn't get in.
You couldn't. You're like a statue. You're almost like a statue. You couldn't really maneuver yourself. Yeah. You have to
And they
take
didn't
those
make
things into
enough
consideration.
split, So
Right.
then everybody had to end up. They said we didn't know this until you bought it, but after you bought it, what are you going to do? So
Right.
everybody had to end up hiking up the dress. But then it ended up that we couldn't, really, it wasn't really functional, so we couldn't.
Yeah.
Or when
Yeah.
those first wrap dresses came out, when they
Oh man.
those were a disaster. They look good,
Yeah. They look good,
but
but
when the
were they
first
were they
wrap dress,
functional is the
they,
question.
no,
Were they
because they
functional?
wouldn't come around. They wouldn't come around, and they
Yeah.
didn't realize to put buttons on that the wind blew.
Yeah.
Woo! Here goes
All
the
right. Let
wrap
me. Can I?
dress.
I just plug in my thing here. My
Yes, no problem.
Just give me 1 second, okay?
All right, let me just put on. I'll put a commercial.
Welcome to your vital steps to better health. I'm Joanne James. Today we're going to talk about exercising in the sun. We all love the sun. It's been the winter. Now we want to get out into the fresh air and enjoy the great weather. However, we have to be very mindful when we're exercising in the sun. First of all, you want to protect your skin at all costs. Regardless of your background, you still need to wear a sunblock of 30 plus. Also, you want to make sure you're wearing a hat to protect your facial skin, as well as glasses to protect your eyes. Also, make sure that you hydrate as you're doing your activities. Sometimes you won't feel that you're thirsty, but in actual fact you are. So make sure you drink. Don't wait to become dehydrated first. And listen to your...
All right, we're back here. This is Real Life Matters, people. Anything's possible. So
Anything's possible. Sorry about that.
yes, that's okay. So with these wrap dresses, they didn't realize that the wind would blow them open. And they didn't realize they had to put more material.
Well, yeah, see, that's kind of a trial and error situation that we
That was a big one.
We try and avoid that. We try and avoid that.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure.
And when we wore them to the office, when you sat down, they weren't functioning. You might as well just sit there. You might as well even have no wrap dress. Put it that way.
Oh man, see, these are concerns that us men don't even have to think about. We take that for granted, right?
I know, but women, we there's a lot of things you buy them. They look good on the hanger, and then when you get to work, you can't wear. It's like, oh, I didn't know this was going on.
Yeah, no doubt.
So when you when people come to you for their custom made suits and stuff, do they usually get like a package, like 3 suits, or you do something like that?
Sometimes,
or they just come in?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Generally speaking, we don't have packages. We do have packages for, let's say like a wedding party. But we do have, if a wedding party comes in and they're getting all the same cloth, we throw in some extra accessories for them. We'll throw in, whether it's a free shirt or whatever. If there's 5 people in the party or more, we'll do those things. But because these items are all custom tailor made, it's not like a package deal. Like a ready to wear collection would be. But yeah, we certainly, we have repeat clients that come back. I have some clients that shop kind of on a seasonal basis, right? Or a quarterly basis. And they'll come in and say, I need three options for the, for the summer, spring, and so we'll put things together for them. We'll style things together for them in that way. But as far as like packages that people can get, it's not something that we do generally.
It's like the wedding party. So you do the suit, you do the shirts for them too for the wedding party, or the?
Oh, absolutely. We do the full shebang. Yeah. Accessories, ties.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know, because some people get, they got to go get their own shirt. Okay.
No. Everything's
wow. So see, that's important to know, because some people think. Okay.
No, 100%.
And for the women, you do women too. So.
We do, yeah. I mean, we started out as a menswear brand, right? But everyone wears suits, right? Everyone wears suits, and so I started to get a lot of inquiries. I started with my wife, actually. She was my first sort of foray. So if you guys go on my Instagram, you'll see. Funny enough, we talked about it earlier. It was a yellow suit that I did for her, but it was like sort of muted color, so it didn't really look pastel. It was very, it was very tastefully done. But she was my first sort of suit that I did. And I ended up doing a suit for Amanda Paris, who has a show on CBC. I've done several women's suits. So we definitely do women's suits as well.
Okay. And then also for the taller people, because I'm tall. That's why, because sometimes your pants don't go all the way. And I don't want to have every pants as a capri.
Yeah.
Because they're forgetting that the tall people out there's a lot of tall people now.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm not sure if we can even share it here, but I could probably share it to you. I did a guy who's 7 feet tall.
Wow.
Yeah, I did a suit for a guy that's 7 feet tall. So it's custom. So no matter how tall you are, how tall, how wide, how small, whatever, because it's custom.
Yeah, but you're going to get a lot of people that don't fit into that category of the sizes that they have. That's where they're going to be. A lot of people will come to you.
100%. 100%. Yeah. It's custom. So people come in and say, oh, I'm a 38 long. I'm like, doesn't matter. You're doing custom. You might be a 37 and 3/4 and you don't even know it, right?
Yes,
So,
that's okay. But anyways, we have here a video that we're going to show a promo of you, and then we'll be right back, and we'll chat a little bit, and then
all right, sounds
that's
good.
it. Just hold on.
At CE Clothier, we believe every man, regardless of stature or status, should have the opportunity to tell their style story with class, distinction, and elegance. Our story is set in the East End of Toronto, an area known as Scarborough. In fashion, perceptions can be shaped by our exterior. There's value in donning a well-tailored custom garment. The aesthetic of proportionality, balance, fit, fabric, color is innate in all of us. Our mission is to help bring that to life. At CE Clothier, we aim to provide an experience that is beyond just shopping for clothing. Our humble endeavor is to help connect the line between the image you would like to project to the world and the essence of who you are. The goal is not just to craft a unique custom garment. It's an educational process which will allow our clients to gain a deeper understanding of the intricate elements of suiting. They might even learn more about themselves. My name is CHINEDU EZEMENARI. I'm the founder and creative director of CE Clothier.
Wow. I see you got this hamburger place. Is it just because it was on that street, or was it somebody?
Well, no. So, I'm from Scarborough, right? I'm from Scarborough,
Okay.
and so anybody who's from Scarborough watch that video and see certain elements of there that are specific to Scarborough. So that's Johnny Burgers. So if you
Oh,
tell a
okay.
Scarborough person about Johnny Burgers, then you'll know. And so, I had the Scarborough Town Center. I had my old neighborhood, Chester Lee. So I like to juxtapose because the idea of Scarborough in the public is always like, there's crime, there's this, there's that. It's always negative, the things that you hear about Scarborough. I'm very intentional about having my studio in Scarborough, having my business based
Wow.
in Scarborough, just so that people know that there's beauty, there's elegance, there's luxury that can be had in Scarborough. So the point of that video was to kind of juxtapose beautiful suiting against the backdrop of Scarborough. And it
Okay.
has its own flavor. Almost like, you watch these movies and you see like the brownstones of New York and you see like the Empire State, and New York has a feel when you watch a movie or you see something on TV. I wanted the same thing for Scarborough. I'm the Scarborough guy.
Yeah. Well, I've interviewed a lot of people from Scarborough, and
Yeah.
the lady that does them stuff, those marinades, she's from Scarborough too.
Well, see, good things come from Scarborough.
Yeah. Maestro Fresh West, all those guys coming from
There you go.
Scarborough.
There you
So
go.
that's it. All
Yeah.
right. So are there any shout outs or anything that you're coming up with next that you want anybody to know about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we've been nominated for a BFBG award, which hopefully folks can go on and vote. I
Oh.
think voting's up until the 22nd, which is actually my birthday. So hopefully
Well,
people can
happy
go on.
birthday. My everybody, a
Thank
lot of
you.
June
Thank you.
people in July, I'm telling you.
That's it. Summer babies. Summer babies.
Yes, the summer
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah. So I think it's bfbg.com. You can go on there and vote. Anything upcoming, well, previously, actually, last month, we did a suit for Cardinal Official. He was,
Wow.
yeah, part of the Canada's Got Talent for the finale. And so that's kind of up there. So hopefully folks can go on and follow. Um, right now, we're coming out with our fall winter, fabric selections. So anybody who's looking for, suits coming for the fall, contact us and we'll be happy to help. We're always ready to help. We're always ready to help.
Okay. So you be doing any other lines like winter jackets, fancy ones,
Well, yeah, I
or
mean that's always in place. So actually, I'm doing a capsule collection as well. Thanks for reminding me. I'm doing a capsule collection in October for wool and cashmere
oh,
overcoats. Yes, yes, yes. So we do have like a capsule collection that we're going to be doing. Yeah, obviously, a great suit is always has to be layered with a beautiful overcoat. So we
Yeah,
have
'cause
those options available
someone
as
puts
well.
on a suit and they got on this awful coat. That's like,
Yeah,
wow.
exactly, exactly. You want to make sure that's balanced with luxury on all sides.
Yes. So
Yeah,
that's good. A good thing I brought it up. You can get your
yeah,
jackets there too, so to match your suit.
100%, 100%, 100%. And don't be afraid to come visit us in Scarborough. We're in a beautiful area. There's free parking, free parking. It's nice and safe. Don't worry.
Park your car good.
Oh, see.
Park your car in front of the building.
Yeah. No, we're in a very
No,
very safe area. I
it
know.
can
I know.
happen anywhere. It happened
Yeah.
anywhere. So, okay. So, any shout outs to any of your people and stuff that who's been supporting you?
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody. Obviously, my wife has been
Okay.
a great support. Married 15 years. When I started this
Wow.
business, yeah, when I started this business, we had one child and we have three now. And so this had to be a lot of sacrifices made. And she's just been my backbone, with everything going. So obviously, my wife, everybody who supported me. I have a mentor in the industry who actually, he's the one that pushed me to run my own thing. I was working with that company for 2 years. He's like, dude, run out and do your own thing. His name's JC. So shout out to JC.
Wow.
Um, just shout out to everybody who's supported over the years. Shout out to all our clients who continue to support us, continue to come back. You know, the great thing about business is that if you do a good job, people will come back. And
Yeah.
so I'm very, very fortunate to have wonderful repeat customers that have supported us over the years and made referrals. As much marketing money as I've spent, um, there's nothing better than the word of mouth, nothing better than
Okay.
a good experience that's been communicated. And so I endeavor to make sure that everybody who comes in the door has a great experience and
Okay.
shares that and comes back.
Wow. Well, everybody's seen here CHINEDU at his best, you
Yeah.
know, and it's CLOTHIER, and it's
Clear.
and,
Yeah.
yep, you guys need to go get your suits and come on, support. He's out in Scarborough.
Come
And
see us.
Scarborough is all good people come out from Scarborough. I've interviewed
That's it.
tons of them, so it's good. All
That's
right,
it.
so if people want to follow you, I know you mentioned one of your social media arms
Yes.
earlier. So where
Yeah.
can they
So if they
find
want to
you?
follow on Instagram, it's Chinedu Style. So first name
Okay.
CHINEDU Style, all one word.
Hmm.
We're also on Twitter, same handle, Chinedu
Okay.
Style. Facebook as well, CE Clothier. You can send us an email, send me an email, chinedu at ceclothier.com. Yeah, get a hold of
And you
us.
guys go out there and support now. I don't want to hear no one saying, "Oh, we don't have anybody to support them getting the suits." Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I can I
Step
can
out of
I
your
can suit up
box.
anybody anywhere in the world. We have clients all over the world. So if there's anybody listening from the States, I just did a couple clients in Missouri. We have
Wow.
we have a comprehensive measurement guide that can walk you through and make sure that we create a beautiful suit for you. We make try-on garments that we can send to you. You put it on, make sure that the fit is good, and then we create the garment based on the try-on fit. So
Wow.
you're not limited if if you're remote, or if you're somewhere that's not local.
And the Caribbean, y'all be wearing your suits a lot of
Yeah,
places.
I
So,
have I have clients in the Bahamas. I have clients in the
woo!
Bahamas. So
We gotta stretch. We gotta stretch it out. The more clients, they're
that's
coming.
it.
And you see, he sends you
Absolutely.
those. He sends you that little mock garment so you could, you know, put it on and then send it back, and then it's fit. Then he sends you all of them. So you guys
That's it.
spend your money. You got money. You can't die with it. So you got to spend it
That's
out.
it. That's it. Spend it in the right way on quality.
Yes, quality is good.
That's it.
All right. So Chinadu, it's been great having you on talking about your journey today
Likewise.
and
Likewise.
everything. Oh my gosh. So now we know, now we have an additional, somebody here that can do custom suits, men and women. So don't think it's just limited to one. It used to be, but now it's both. So,
Everybody.
wedding parties, you're out there. I was looking for suits and stuff. Guess what? Get it custom made.
That's right.
All right. So I want to thank everybody tonight for tuning in with CHINEDU here, CE CLOTHIER, and and of course me, of course. So good night, everybody, and bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.